Sorry about that. I just want to make sure I can have it make it a little bit easier on me. Just listen to come. Welcome to Zangfa, Mr. President. Okay, Mr. President. And now, sir, your audience awaits. Nonetheless, I'm here to deliver a message. The odious criminals that dogged my beloved nation are no more. Thanks to the prosecutor's office of your great country. Gun. With most heartfelt gratitude. However, friends, do not forget, the battle against evil rages on. Here today, I make you this solemn promise. We shall crush the wicked with the righteous hammer of justice.
Penis.
And fuck you, Blades. Ah! Call the prosecutor's office. Get Miles Edgeworth here right now way. If anyone can solve this, he can. Ah, Gourd Lake again, huh? This must be halfway around the world already. After all, it's not every day an attempt is made on the life of a nation's president. My name is Miles Edgeworth, and I work as a prosecutor. I came as soon as I got the call. The moment the phone rang, I knew it was serious. Mr. Edgeworth! Thank goodness you're here, sir. This is Dick Gumshoe, a detective with the local precinct. He's the one who usually assigned to my cases. I was the president detective. We still don't know, Mr. Edgeworth. The medics just boarded the plane a few minutes ago. I see. I hope he's alright. And I suppose you better show me the scene of the crime instead. Right away, sir. Hey, I said hey! Yeah, you, Ruffles! Who's that? You're the prosecutor in charge of this case here, ain't ya? Want to give me your first impressions? Anything strike you as odd? No comment. Detective Gumshoe, with me. Come on, Mr. Prosecutor, don't be like that. Mr. Edgeworth, wait for me. Now, Detective, I'll need the facts of the case. In as much detail as you can give me. Well, the scene was right here at the Gourd Lake, as you already know. A bunch of people were gathered to welcome the president of Zangfa. Di Junhuang. Yes, I remember what this is. It's been all over the news for days now. It was raining until just before he landed. Luckily, it let up, and he was on stage as planned. And then, smack dab in the middle of his speech, bang! A gun goes off, and everybody runs for cover, terrified for their lives. Apparently. Apparently? Truth is, I only just showed up myself. I don't know a whole lot more than you do, sir. You were summoned on short notice as well. Sure was, right in the middle of my day off. I was at the office, taking advantage of the peace and quiet to prepare for my next case. And the boss himself calls you to the scene. Never a dull moment, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? The boss? Yeah, chief prosecutor was right here in the park. Saw the whole thing. First chance he got, he yelled at the top of his lungs. Get me Edgeworth right away, he's the only man for the job. Something like that. I see. Oh, they cordoned the perimeter of the park off just as soon as it happened. You'll be happy to know. So our would-be assassin is still here somewhere. Good. Now all you gotta do is find him in the middle of that crowd before they strike again. You're right. I don't know what else our culprit might be planning. These people are in danger. A moment to lose. Let's begin with the basics. And search every inch of the crime scene for clues, no matter how insignificant they might seem. Precisely. It was shot at, which means a gun was involved. That's our first clue. Alright, duly noted. Detective Gumshoe. How exactly was the security detail surrounding the president's speech organized? Well, sir, our officers were mainly focused on the security in the perimeter of the park. The president's people took charge of the rest. He has his own team of bodyguards. See those guys over there? Maybe we should ask them a few questions. I want to talk to them. I'll need to walk over and press space. Can I help you? You're one of the president's bodyguards, correct? Could you tell me how the security detail was arranged during the speech? Two of our senior operatives were attached to the president. The rest secured the stage. This isn't our first rodeo. Anything suspicious in that crowd, we would have spotted it right away. I see. President's security was tightly orchestrated for the duration of his speech. Let's investigate further. We should speak with the other witnesses and continue to look over the crime scene. We can't afford to leave any stone unturned. So that's how you go about it, huh? Sure is something to see the pros at work. Care to share a little secret of what happens to that information once you got a hold of it? Bystanders. This one seems to be persistent. I can't afford to get distracted. Hey, Ruffles! I asked you a question! Dang it! What happens next? Well, we put all the information together and try to find connections. Right, sir? Detective! Oh, don't be so hard on the poor guy. So, connections, you say, and what next? Well, I guess you'd say we connect the dots. Connect one piece of the information to another. Mr. Edgeworth's forte, he's a logic master. I can use what information I have with Q and then connect them with T. Oh, another ad break. I guess it reset the ads when I did the break for the VODs. Hi, Bentley. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, Bentley. How are you doing? Anything to say to the fans? No? Just gonna sit there and turn your back to me? I know, it's time for bed. I know it is. It's okay, though. It'll be okay. I promise. I'll be going to bed soon. I promise. You see, she sleeps most of the day, and then when I want to go to bed, and then like when I'm supposed to be in bed, she comes and judges me. Yes, I know. You're being a butt. Is Cinder still streaming, or did he fall asleep in Shoop's Discord? Cinder fell asleep in Shoop's Reed. I have an assignment for you, Reed. Cinder fell asleep in Shoop's Discord this time. Oh, he just ended? Okay, I was gonna say, if he fell asleep in Shoop's Discord, I'm going to laugh at him. Try it now. Just a quick press of Q. He literally just ended 10 seconds ago. Okay. Alright, let's connect the dots. Within site security, the perpetrators still managed to carry out their attack, completely undetected by a contingent of highly trained bodyguards, no less. No mean feat. This would have taken some serious planning. In other words, the assassination attempt was almost certainly premeditated. That's the stuff, Mr. Edgeworth. That old logic never fails, huh? Indeed. All we need to do is find the right clues and then make the right connections between them. Make the wrong connections, however, and we'll only wind up in further from the truth. Which means I must make well-reasoned connections if I intend to draw logical conclusions. Let's get this investigation started. Time to examine everything that looks suspicious. Examine things as if we need to walk up and press space. Speak with a detective. I should use T. The president had a nasty surprise while he was giving a speech. Same thing happened to me when I was a kid, right in the middle of a public speaking contest. There I was yammering away when all of a sudden, earthquake almost jumped out of my skin. That sounds terrifying. Even the word earthquake makes me queasy. You weren't listening, Mr. Edgeworth? I thought you were ignoring my little aside like always. Is the president okay? We're not at liberty to share that information with law enforcement. What did you really say to him? You let us on the phone, onto that plane, pal, or you might just regret it. Sorry, I can't let you do that. No one respects the badge anymore. Was it just something of an international incident? All the more reason to find the killer as soon as we possibly can. No. I was surprised as you, sir, but there's no mistaking it. It's the Steel Samurai. Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. It's a popular TV show. Old, young, it doesn't matter. It truly has something for everyone. Beats me why they had a Steel Samurai balloon at a welcoming party for a foreign president. It is a little odd, although now that I think about it, what better hero representation? Or the scene expect anything that catches my attention. I've reached the main for now. Good job, kid. I'm proud of you. Those flowers are in full bloom. Look exotic, but I don't know what species. My favorite flowers are maybe roses? Yeah, roses and lilies. Roses make me think of weddings. Ah, the romance. And lilies, well, that's funerals, I guess. Sad, but part of life, you know? It's no coincidence that both types of occasions tend to feature a free buffet, I imagine. Come on, sir. That's not fair. Any interest here? Breaks your heart, don't it? Oh, get the message. Or don't it? It does. What a villainy could have befallen him. Witnesses said he popped right about when the gun went off. Which strongly suggests that a bullet struck the balloon. We got a case of cold-blooded samurai murder on our hands, sir. This is sacrilege. I won't rest until the culprit has been apprehended. Detective, we cannot let this vile assassin escape. We won't, sir. You can count on it. It's the flag of Zhang Fan. The key motif of a blazing red Venus. Wait, what's this? Something the matter, sir? You don't see it, detective? There's something unusual about this flag. Compare it with the one on the other side of the stage, if you will. Oh, that's a beauty right there. Just look at it flapping in the wind. It's immaculate. Exactly. It's how a flag should look. And yet, here we see quite a different picture. One thing in particular stands out, don't you think? Right, of course. Is it, God, I give up. Come on, spell out the beans. You can lead a horse to water. Oh, is it to remove the cursor, the problematic spot, and highlight the difference between, it's a fucking bullet hole. Look closely. Do you see the hole? Whoa, look at that. You're right, sir. And note the burn marks around the edges. It's a bullet hole. There's no mistaking it. A bullet hole? So you're saying a bullet went through this flag? We got enough information for the moment. Gonna put the pieces together and see what we can figure out. There's a bullet hole in the flag, and it seems highly likely the balloon was popped by a bullet too. Which means 2 shots were fired, right, sir? Possibly even 3. The president was shot at as well, remember? Equally, the hole in the flag and the hole in the balloon could have been made by the same bullet. What we need to know is how many gunshots there were. Alright, how many invested? Ruffles! Ruffles! You figure something out, huh? Care to share? Who exactly is she, and what does she keep shouting at us? Rubbernecker, sir, I guess. She seems pretty interested in the case. Come on, give me something here. We do not need to speak with some witnesses. We do need to speak with some witnesses about how many gunshots there were. Fine, let's see if she can tell us anything. There y'all are. Tabby Lloyd. Why is the reporter named Tabby Lloyd? Son of a bitch. I'm looking into the case for, well, just for me right now, but looking into the case. Miss Lloyd, was it? Miss Lloyd. There's something I'd like to ask you. Well, can you tell me? Any exclusive details you want to share? How about the perp? He made you any demands? What about them ruffles? Why does a fella buy a carrot like that? Will you be quiet for a moment? I'll be asking the questions here. Dang, maybe I thought I could get me some juicy information from my piece. I hate to know about the shooting. Can you tell me how many gunshots you heard? Why, I most certainly cannot. I beg your pardon? I can't just be handing out these for free. That's my stuff. That's my livelihood. Oh, come on. Don't hold on us. We gotta share sometimes. Me? Hold on. You? Well, if y'all gonna be like that, I'll be moving right along. Goodbye. Wait for exactly what the, huh? Huh? If you got nothing for me, I'm gone. We're fresh out of moves here. Out of moves, huh? I don't be so sure. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? As you know, Detective, I like to play a little chess. And what does one do in chess when an opponent adopts a defensive position? Why, the board offers any number of options, but some are more effective than others. Sorry, sir, but this is all going way over my head. No matter how impenetrable the opponent's defense may seem, it can always be overcome. Watch and learn, Detective, as I shatter my opponent's resolve with the power of words. When attempting to draw out the entrenched opponent, one must employ certain tactics. Let us picture the board, and see if we can anticipate our adversary's next move. Now we must analyze the state of play. Y'all ain't get nothing more out of me. Not until you give me something in return. My opponent has dug herself in deep. Her defenses will be easily broken. But I can't afford to try her patience by taking too long to plot my next move. In other words, I must be conscious of not just my strategy, but also the passing of time. That said, I can't afford to waste words either. In fact, it can pay dividends not to. If my opponent gets too agitated, if you're fixing to hurt me with something, wait, dang well, ask it already. I may be able to gain a tactical advantage by calmly biding my time. Then, when I see a crack in my opponent's armor, I pounce. Should begin by finding out what it is that she does. Right, time to make my opening gambit. Mind chess? I should be able to tell me what it is about you. What it is you do. Sure, I could totally not do that. Think I don't know when to keep my mouth shut? That's my job. Is it now? So you do something you won't or can't tell anybody about. Shut up. I know, lawbreaker, if that's what you were insinuating. I'm a law-abiding, everyday citizen, and you got no reason to say otherwise. Forgive me, I meant nothing by it. It's something you can't tell me about. I imagine it must be very important work indeed. Sure, I guess. At least the ways. It will be my bag. My first scoop. I see. It's a scoop you're after. So you're a journalist. Is that correct? Dang. Sure. You're my friendly neighborhood reporter. The hungriest cub in the bait. That's a mystery of what she does for a living, so. Perhaps our hungry young cub has gathered information by the case. Let's make that our next line of inquiry. The opening moves concluded. The mind game approaches. What else could she have to tell us? Let's see. At the time of the incident, were you present at the scene of the crime? Oh no, Ruffles. You ain't gotta give me a little old baby something first. Absolutely not. Then I ain't giving you nothing either. You ever think I'm a sucker? Think again. Come on, this is my career we're talking about here. I'll give you something. Says that the more you know, the more I might find yourself in danger. I ain't scared. I'm a pro. It takes more than the sound of a little gunfire to phase me. You may be a pro, but as you put it, but I'd say you're a little wet behind the ears. You say you heard gunfire, which proves you were here at the time of the crime. Therefore, you must have seen something. Double dang. Fine, I was here. I saw it. Came to report on the big speech wound up reporting and shooting. And you won't get no more out of me than that. I'm done with your tricks, Ruffles. She gave the report of the event. She must have made a record of some kind. I'd very much like to get my hands on it. It's quite the clue as to where to take the conversation next. You're a reporter, which means you must have been making a record of some kind. There are more questions. You gotta give me more something first. That's the deal. I'm not in the habit of making deals. Now tell me what I need to know. Sorry, Ruffles. Can't help you. Time to put my clue. No self-respecting reporter would leave the house without a means of putting things on the record. So tell me, Miss Lloyd, where's yours? Of course I made a record. I told you I'm a pro. Dang near wore my shoes out running around on this one. Which is why I'm not about to just hand it over to the first person who asks me. I'm not just anyone, young lady. I'm a prosecutor in charge of this case. Don't you young lady me. You ain't getting nothing no matter how many times I ask. I'll bite my time this time. You understand, don't you, Ruffles? It ain't nothing personal. I understand that your job is a difficult one. You do? Well, ain't you that sweet? And in such a competitive field, I sometimes doubt that you ever succeed. No, I'll go plenty far, I'm sure of it. Yeah. Just as long as I got my trusted tape recorder, I'll always be able to nab me a scoop. Intriguing. A young reporter, hungry for success, so dedicated to her craft that to leave such an important event unrecorded would be unthinkable. And indeed, she did not. She committed the entire event to tape. Ah, dang it! This is my scoop you're messing with, my big break. Fine, sure, I recorded the whole darn thing. It's all right here. You got me, okay? Checkmate. You're something else, Ruffles. I was trying to be all strong and silent. You had me singing like a canary. Never mind that. I'll play as the tape. She'll finally tell us how many shots were fired. Fine, you can hear it, but I got conditions. You played me like a fiddle, Ruffles. Only the chief ever played me that good, so good. You gotta agree to be chief number 2 and be a mentor to Rising Star, aka me. Chief number 2, huh? God, that sounds like a second parrot. That's a big responsibility, sir. And one more thing. I want exclusive reporting rights to the first 24 hours. Come on, you gotta say yes. What kind of mentor would give his star pupil that exclusive, huh? She's a difficult woman to refuse. I need to hear that recording. 24 hours is more than I can promise. But the story's yours until the case is solved. And the job of chief number 2? I think not. Yeah, you're no fun. But I guess a girl can't have everything. All for the sake of the scoop, huh? Alright, you got yourself a deal. I got exclusive access to starting right this second, right, Ruffles? Alright, 1 second, chat. I need to take care of something real quick. I'll be right back. Sorry, I needed to take care of something. Alright, back to it. Good, our first order of business will be the tape. Honored friends and allies, I am here today to deliver a message. The odious crime that dogged my beloved nation are no more. A resident speech. The President passionately addresses the assembled crowd as he's trying to shake off the reports of his declining popularity by sheer force of will. That there's me. Give me a little live commentary to set the scene. This meeting's scheduled for just after the speech, correct? He seems pretty pleased to be able to put the whole Alikarasu situation behind him. Really should be. It's a great day for all of us. Whose voices are those? Oh, those were these 2 old guys standing right in front of me. They were whispering away to each other the whole entire time. I know their voices from somewhere. Wait. The part of the gun goes off right after this. The president thrusts his fists into the air as the recital reaches fever pitch. The battle against evil rages on. Here today I make you this solemn promise. We shall crush the wicked and the righteous hammer of justice. What the? Ah! So, 2 shots were fired. Yep, and that tells us something. Something very important indeed. Well, this is to deduce the trajectory of one of our bullets. 2 shots were fired. One hit the president. Between the other must have passed through both the flag and the balloon in that order. What you can see allows us to deduce the position of our shooter. The place from which the bullet could have fired the flag and the balloon is... here.
Take that!
I am between the flag and the balloon. This is the trajectory of our bullets. There's our shooter on the left-hand side of the spectator. You're a genius, Mr. Edgeworth. Detective Gumshoe. I'll need to examine the left side of the spectator area. Roger that, sir. So you need me to clear all those people out of the way, I guess? I do. And what evidence remains to be found may already be deteriorating. So I'll need you to be quick about it. Yes, sir. Chief, hey, I'm talking to you, Chief. I suppose you mean me, Miss Lloyd? I surely do. You gotta help me out. This stuff's my forte. I'm the best crowd hoarder you ever did see. Proud pummel and punish them wherever you need. A very kind offer, but I think a less hands-on approach might be preferable. Also, about this chief business. I am nobody's chief. Whatever you say, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Your wish is my command. Somehow doubt that. There you go, sir. It's all ready for you. Mr. Lloyd here has cleared everybody out just like that. You should have seen it. Oh, well, you haven't seen nothing, Chief. My other chief, that is. She sends him running twice as quick. Sounds like quite a formidable character. Perhaps I should go easier on the poor girl. Thank you, but you really shouldn't have. All that running around. Your clothes are covered in mud. Allow me to pay for the cleaning. It's the least I can do. Oh, you mean my check? Oh, don't be worrying about a pretty little head about that. It's reversible. All you gotta do is switch it inside and alakazam, no more dirt. On the outside, perhaps, but you'd still have something of a problem with the inside. We're ready to get back to the investigation whenever you are, sir. Crowd trample over the entire area. We'd like to find any trace of our shooter at all. Alright, guys. I love Mr. Payne hanging out right here. Wonder which Payne that is. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and save it here. I can't use save slot 3. I'll use save slot 1 then. Alright. And from there, we'll call it a stream. Got through the first one, started the second one, so we're good to go. So, we're going to go ahead and call it there. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm excited to start getting into the second one, so... Let's see who I can send you guys off to. Let's see. Only Cloudy is streaming. Let's send you guys over to Cloudy then. So thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you next time. Later.